What do we think?
That thing went backwards.
What do we think?
Ancient Hebrew, there is no word for tragedy. Do you want to know why? Because in Hebrew culture, they believed that if God has not redeemed a situation, then God wasn't done. If God has not redeemed a situation, then God ain't done. There is no tragedy in my life. There is no tragedy in my life because God will redeem it. I will see the goodness of God in the land of the living. Period. Punto. Full stop. So the enemy will come at me one way, but he will flee in seven. That's what the psalmist says. He picked the wrong chick. I'm gonna make him pay. I'm gonna make him pay. My pain will have a purpose.
Make no provision for the flesh, so yeah, it's gotta be cleansed. Don't make no provision for the flesh. Don't allow the flesh to supply sin.
I got that.
You real smart. You smart. Like the way you think. With a straw?
You gotta slurp.
So I can't do it with a straw.
I'm telling you, do it with a straw.
Nah. With a straw. That's a gulp down for me. Look at this big straw.
Valid.
That's good. That's actually good. You could even put honey in there and that'll be like
We want to ask people.
everybody in the comments put Trev by Mikey a microphone so y'all can hear me and I can stop screaming over the music at all these coffee shops.
For them to work on the same job. One had to drop it in. From the one is
Thingamajigger. Another day, another vlog. So Denim made the All-Star League for baseball. So I'm headed right now to Denim's baseball game. Today is also Trev's birthday. He is not aging at all. So I'm probably gonna put a notification up that I won't have a vlog this week because my parents are coming down. My dad's birthday was on the 4th. So, no, my dad's birthday was on the 2nd, and then Trev's birthday is today. So most likely we're just gonna spend some time with my parents when they come down. I think I'm gonna plan a dinner for me and Trev tomorrow. I don't know if I'm gonna make it for everybody or me and him, because my parents, they don't mind going out, but they rather spend time with the grandkids. So I'm thinking about making some plans for us tomorrow, just because, again, I want to spend time with Trev and be very intentional. I don't want to have any distractions with the camera all in this man's face recording. It was a pretty busy morning. We went and got breakfast with the kids. And do y'all know what else I did? I cannot look at y'all. The camera is in position, locked in. But I did go and get my nails done today. I haven't got my nails done since September. I think for my birthday or our anniversary, one of them, I got my nails done, but I hadn't been getting them done frequently like I typically did. I'm really thinking about getting all the equipment to start doing my nails at home. I think that's something that I would like, and Ava is into it too. She does my gel polish for me, but I think for like the press-ons, and my friend Kayla kind of put me onto that, and I think that that's going to be the best route for me, because as simple as my nails are, for a pedicure and my nails, it was $125, and I remember why I do not go. I just don't know. Like, these nail salons, these nail places are getting way out of control with the prices. Where I get it, yes, you need to charge for the service that you provide, but it's feeling like low-key greed. And, you know, again, to each his own. They have people that don't mind paying that, but for me, I'm just trying to be more cognizant, pampering myself or doing something for myself. Like today, I was like, you know, I want to go and get my nails and my feet done. I usually just get a pedicure, but today I'm gonna get my nails done. There's nothing wrong with that, and it's everybody has their own opinion or thoughts towards that. I want to start investing more into my skin and, you know, the upkeep of healthy skin, whether that be investing in the right supplements, or investing in the right products to use for my skin, investing in going to the specialist, dermatologist, and really put my investments into something that's going to really be beneficial. I'm not saying I'll never get my nails done again, and I really think that Jenny did a good job. I'm not really into it as much as I used to be, and I'd rather do it at home myself and be able to be as creative as I want. Yeah.
God has smiled on me. He has said,
I got the beignets. I don't know what kind of eggs these are, but we're gonna eat them. Shrimp eggs. But I had a really good time with them, Brittany, and then y'all know Shay. We caught up. Yeah, it was a really good time. We started talking about doing a like girls' fun day, where we would either do like a water slide or something, and have all the girls over. All right, y'all. So I am leaving. Girl, let me put my seatbelt on and fix all my clothes. All right, y'all. We just left brunch. I wanted to run a few errands, but y'all, it is so hot out here. I need to see if my parents are here. They got into town today. Okay, so yes, all right. Have a little moment with myself. We are buying one candle. We are buying one candle. One candle. One candle.
What I've learned, especially when you're in transition, especially when you're navigating through some level of change, or especially when you're just navigating through life, this is what I've learned, y'all. Sometimes God will bring you to a place through experience where the moment you say, yo, I really don't know what I'm doing. You say, yo, I'm really struggling and I don't have it all figured out. When you can say, I really need help. Or you can say, yo, without God, I can't do it. Without God, I cannot do this, whatever your this is. And what I've learned is at that moment. It's at that moment, and I've been there for myself, where the Holy Spirit would minister to me and say, now it's time. Now you finally understand. And what I've learned is sometimes life will bring you to a place where you've come to the end of yourself when you finally get it. That's where God really wanted you the whole time.
There was a lot of friend for
just found a canister that will look really good in the coffee truck for Trev's cold brew. So I'm take a quick visual of it. Like, I think this will look great in the coffee truck, and it's also not very big, not a lot of space taken up with it.
That's all it is, a ribbon.
So they can take that off. Yeah.
They just ribbit that in there. That's all it is. Put the back in there.
That's what I want.
You need to find
Okay,
out.
what is this?
That's where your spare tire go.
Ooh.
If you have a flat.
Ooh.
It's nice. If you want to keep this,
And just add to the top, huh?
yeah, you get your fabricator. Somebody got it.
Got
Bigger. You just sit it in there.
So I like that.
And just over.
I like that.
Yep.
That's what I like. Cause that's why I was saying I don't want the wood, cause I like this.
Just tell him, hey, I want this to be 2 doors. Just bring it up. JB weld all that. Really, truly should have welded it all. But you can JB weld all that, you won't have all them cracks. Cause them cracks, and that one, they have a saw.
Yeah. Shop. Why y'all sitting out here?
That is the way you love me. That is the way you love me, Daddy. You love me. 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 You can see me on the road, and it's higher than the gold. Yeah. All that shines won't slow me down. Tell me, will you join us tonight?
I guess 'cause I don't know how clean it is. Okay.
In this crazy thing called
All right. I work today. And I typically don't record on the days that I work just because there's a lot going on. I get off at a certain time, I come home, I cook. By that time, girl, what am I recording? Nothing. But today, it's just something I'm telling you. Okay, so let me tell y'all. This is gonna be a really, really quick insert on a random day. So really quick. I was talking to Kayla and it reminded me of something and I wanted to tell y'all about it, and then I'm gonna deep dive into what I am coming on here for. So I was talking to Kayla and it brought me down memory lane. I was telling her how if you've been following me for a while, like a long while, like since I've been on Instagram and stuff, you know that I used to love to, I don't know what's happening, whatever. I used to love to thrift, y'all. Like when I was in college, I would thrift. I mean, when I became an RN, I was thrifting. Like, listen, thrifting had some of the best pieces. So in addition to coffee shops that kind of came later, I'll always travel and go to like thrift stores, especially New York. Like even here, Goodwill not too much, but Salvation Army. Like I love to thrift. So two things. Me and Trev had moved in together, and I was commuting back and forth from college to where we live. And I think I was working at Target or something. By this time, I love you, Daddy, but my daddy had cut me off. Y'all, if y'all have been around, y'all know how I always talk about my daddy, his expectation of us and like all his standards and how, but I'm grateful for it now. When I decided to move in with Trev, this is just taking it further than I thought I was going. When me and Trev decided to move in together, my daddy was like, okay, you want to be grown? I'm done. Like, he's got to take care of you. Whatever you need, y'all got to figure it out, because I am not taking care of you while you're in school and you have decided to move in with this man. I was like, okay, cool. So I ended up getting a job, and needless to say, so it wasn't that, okay, so Trev was working in the oil field, but he started when he was really young, but I was still stubborn. I would not take money from him, and you know, he was pretty much taking care of the bills and stuff, but even that, like, it bothered me. Like, I didn't want him to be taking care of me like that. So I ended up getting a job, and I remember just one time I went to Walmart, and I was just like, man, I really wish I had enough money to get those little plug-ins or whatever. That, you know, they were like the little clamp ones, like they look kind of like this shape, and you would just stick them in, and they had like the Febreze ones and different. So it's not the fancy one, but just a little cheap one, y'all. Them things couldn't have been no more than like maybe $5 or $6 for the pack. And I remember just thinking, man, I wish I had money, because like back then it was rough. Like, I was trying to be tough and not take money from Trev, and I was also not able to ask my dad, so I was just like out here doing bad. But I was in nursing school and I was working at Target. I pulled up to Walmart. I was like, man, I really wish I had that. Like, man, God, like, I mean, I wish I had the money to get it. And I actually was intentional, like, not really even just praying, oh God, I want it. I was just kind of talking to God, like, I really wish I had those those cents. So when I get out the car, I dropped my keys by the door, and I picked the keys up, and I went, God is something. And I ended up going in the store. By the time I came back, whatever, I'm headed to the car. So as I'm walking up on the car, right under my car was like a partially opened box or packet of, like, I think at that time it was four of the blue ones. I can't remember the scent. 4 of them. The packet was a little bit opened, and it was right under my car, and there was nobody around that I could give it to. But when I tell you that did something, even now, y'all, like, look at me still talking about it today. I just was so mind blown. Like, God really, he didn't have to do this. And I'm thinking, this is my favorite one. I literally said it to God and went on about my business, but in my heart I really wanted it, and I was like, I know God could give it to me, you know, like, I'm thinking God would make a way for me to get the money so that I can get them. Again, this is like $5, $6, like, I really didn't have it to spare, because one, I'm being prideful, not letting Trev help, and then I can't ask my dad. But I was just blown away, like, God is concerned even about the little bitty things for us, right? Like, God, he didn't have to do that for me, y'all. Like, and I'm just so, I look at my life now and I'm just like so grateful. Like, oh my God. Like, he has always been there. He has always taken care of me, and we can get so caught up in the season that we're in that we forget about the little times that God showed up for us, the little times that, you know, we may not have prayed it, but we just spoke it and he delivered it. And, you know, like, times, like, yeah, we go through bad times, but think upon the things that are good, on the things that are lovely, and of the things that are of a good report. Like, we could all probably go down the list right now and in the caption put something bad or something that, you know, we're going through that we don't want to go through. We can all probably do that right now. But how many of us can think back to a time when God came through for us on the small things, y'all? Like, he is such a good father, and he is so intentional. We don't even understand. Sometimes we can think, because I've been so bad, God ain't gonna move for me. Because I didn't get this thing right, then God is angry with me. Well, yeah, God has an expectation of us, but God loves us so much. My heart is full. He's such a good father. Fast forward, me and Trev, we get engaged, and again, I have not graduated nursing school yet. This is like further on into nursing school, if I'm not mistaken. I don't remember, like maybe a year later, something like that, y'all. It's so far from me now. And I remember, like, not wanting my parents to have to pay for everything. I was like, I want to be able to pay for something, but I'm in school, and like, now I'm in the thick of nursing school, so I can't really work. I remember just talking to God, and I was like, God, you know, we have our engagement pictures. My idea was that we would do a vintage style wedding. I actually did work at a assisted living place, like a really upscale one, and I would go into the residents' rooms, and I would like talk to them, and I would see all of their pictures in like black and white from, you know, 1920 and 1930, however old. And I just remember thinking, wow, that's so timeless. So while working there, I decided that I wanted to do a vintage inspired wedding. And again, I'll put some pictures. I just remember thinking, but if I had to buy the outfits for it, I know that's gonna be high. Like, cause to buy anything that's vintage or timeless is like, it's gonna be super high. And I live in Louisiana. I love Louisiana, but let's be honest, Louisiana does not have the best fashion. We can dress. Some of us can dress. Some of us can dress. Okay? Don't try to play us. But some of us can dress. But to say that we just have really good places to go and get quality pieces, I ended up talking to God, just telling him that I really wanted to find something good that went with our theme. And I just prayed. I was like, God, just please help me. This week I'm going to go to the thrift store. Can you please just help me find something? Y'all, I went in there and not found one, but I think I got a picture. Hold on. When I went to the thrift store, I found not one, but 2 outfits, and they were like perfect. Y'all, I tried them on, and they fit like they were tailor-made just for me. I'm telling you, those things like that, like petitioning God for something and having the faith that he's going to show up, those things are forever imprinted in my heart. And I want to encourage you, don't just be trying to do stuff on your own. Talk to God. What is it that you need? It doesn't always have to be something materialistic, but even for the small things, you know, there was a point in my life after I became successful that I was like, man, I can't ask God for like monetary stuff, and I can't ask God for, you know, natural things or whatever, because he's blessed me with a job, so I got to provide for myself. Well, yeah, you could provide for yourself, and he did bless you, but that don't take away from him being a father. Like, y'all need to be asking God to help y'all with certain things that feel too big for you. When you feel like you're in a bind or you need help from God, it is okay to go to God. Don't look at yourself as being so bad that he ain't gonna move for you. I was in the world. I was a sinner. I would acknowledge God, but I was not living for God. I was not obedient to God. If he would move for me then, how much more would I'm preaching to myself, Lord have mercy. If he would move for me then, when I was living how I wanted to live, doing what I wanted to do, smoking, drinking, fighting, cursing, cutting up, but I would acknowledge him and I believe that he would move, how much more now should I not only have faith, but how much more now should I be asking my Father to help me in the areas I need help, whether that be spiritually or naturally? How much more should I be trusting my Father to show up for me when I am in need, instead of doubting that he'll move for me? How much more should we as sons and daughters of God call on our Father in times of help? Y'all, I went in there and I tried that dress on, and it fit me again like it was tailor-made for me. And the way my little heart just burst, because my God heard me and he moved for me. Y'all, that's so small, right? We got married in 2011. Here we are, what, 11, 21, 14, almost 15 years later. And those moments that I petitioned God, and there have been plenty others, but those moments that I petitioned God are still engrafted in my heart to remind me on the days that I don't have the faith, on the days that I feel like I've done too much wrong, that if he would take care of me then, how much more will he take care of me now? If God took care of you then in your mess, how much more, y'all, will he take care of you now? I'm going to show y'all the dress. I don't have the other one, but I'm going to show y'all the details, and because I don't know if I'll be able to pull this up in like my archive of pictures. But yeah, I want to show y'all. So this is the dress. So the hat came from a thrift store. This outfit. I did not have to tailor it at all. It fit me beautifully, y'all. And even Trev, we got Trev. I forgot about that. We even got Trev's outfit from the thrift store. I don't think we got his undershirt or his bow tie, but the suitcase was either my mom's or my grandmother's. I still have that. But everything in this picture except Trev's shirt and his bow tie came from the thrift store after I prayed that God would move for me. And this is how the other pictures turned out. And these were our save the dates. One thing for certain, two things for sure. I ain't gonna never stop trusting and believing God. Oh yeah, but this was the other one. Okay, so let me show y'all. Oh, how did, you know one thing about it? We're gonna yield to the Lord, because I was not supposed to be coming on here saying all this. I was supposed to be showing y'all what I got from the thrift store, but when I started showing Kayla, it made me start thinking about all this stuff that I've shared. So I was like, oh, I gotta share this with my community. I gotta share this with my people. But this is the other one, and I'm gonna try to find the picture of me in it, but this is the other one. Like it has padding in here, and I wore a bird nest hat with it. But listen, and I know it looks like nothing now, y'all, but when I put it on, it looks so nice and so modest. Look at me, even back then. She wasn't modest, but she just had a modest outfit. But saying all that to say, child, if God did it then, and he took care of you then, he's gonna take care of you now. What you need to do is have faith. With that being said, I was looking at some things that I wanted to kind of redo the house with, as far as like I ordered some curtains. I can't wait for those to come in. I want y'all to watch me put them up, because I just want to bring some life into our house. I want to also find like a really good rug for our living room. I'm looking for one of those brown, almost like the retro kind of rug that has like that soft material. I'm looking for that. But anyway, I was looking at different pieces, and I was like, first off, I am not paying like $100-$200 for these little trinkets that you'll put on top of your book, or you'll put in your entryway, or you know, like the little lamps. I was like, I'm not spending that. It has been so long since I went to the thrift store. So today at work, I was like, I'm gonna go to the thrift store. And God, when I go, can you help me find some of the trinkets and different things that I've been looking at, different accessories that I want, because I don't want to break the bank. I want to, you know, be mindful of the spending, but I also want to just kind of bring life into the space. I acknowledged him. Baby, look what I got. This was $5. If you screenshot this, I'm gonna put y'all on something. If you're on TikTok or Instagram or something like that, and the people are not telling you where they're getting their furniture, necklaces, their clothes, their shoes from, don't worry about people gatekeeping. If you have Google app, you can literally screenshot it, upload it in Google app, and it'll tell you where to get it. You're welcome. All right, y'all, so she sold me this, I think for $5. If not $5, then it was like $7. This thing is, you can get it for $50, but you can also, I saw some places selling it for $100. I think that they make like guac and stuff in. I'm not gonna be doing that with it, but I'm gonna get a entryway table, and I'm gonna sit it on there. Listen, I prayed. I said a little prayer in my heart. You know, God, move for me, because I don't want to spend a whole bunch of money, and I want to bring life to my space. Can you just help me to help them to have, well, let there be some good stuff when I go. And I went. Okay, that's the first thing. Second thing, that lady, I think she took $15. This was the most expensive thing, $15. And on here it looks a lot more gold, but it's not that gold, y'all. So it's like an antique gold. Perfection. I have been looking for a watering pot planter, a planter. Got this for like $5. So cute. This here again is not as gold, and it's like a matte almost. It looks more shiny right there. Okay, I also got this for like $2 or $3. I'm gonna put my little candies in there for when my guests come over. And then I got this for $1, which is a candle holder, and I got this one as for $1, another candle holder. So if the lights go out when the hurricane comes, we're gonna have these battery operated lights, and we're also gonna have these. And then I got this little purse. Here we go. This is a little purse. And it's so heavy. Like, I know they're doing like imitation ones now. Girl, I just know somebody's grandmother was flawless when she had this. I need to start going to like estate sales and stuff too. But yeah, my little heart is so full. It's amazing to me how little things, as simple as thrifting, can bring back all the memories of the times that God moved. And again, I mean, I don't have enough time in the day to tell y'all how much God has moved for me over my life. Like, from winning Miss Southern and the dreams about that, and me getting into nursing school, and I'm just telling y'all, he's moved for me so many times. When I did not deserve it, he still moved. What a good Father. So I hope y'all are encouraged, and my prayer for y'all is that you remember the things that God has done for you when you feel you deserved it, and even more importantly, in the times that you didn't. Because one thing about it, God, he cares about us, and he is mindful even of the small things, as simple as finding air fresheners on the ground after I came out of the store. Something very small, so intentional, down to the fact that it was my most favorite scent. And my brain works that way. When I found those dresses, I'm like, I don't know when these dresses came in here, but even if it was a month ago, 2 months ago, he put it on somebody's heart that they no longer needed those dresses, because he knew that his daughter would. And he, showed up and he guided me to the right place. Because, I mean, when I thought about the thrift shop I wanted to go to, it was one that came to in particular, and I had gone and shopped at many of them, but this one in particular, almost as if God was leading me there. And just as he led me there, and he had those dresses waiting there for me, everything else that I need, and even some things that I want, God already knows the future. And I know that if it belongs to me, then it's mine. Put in the comments, what is a small thing? I don't care how long ago it's been. What is something small that God did for you way back then? And I don't want you to put the first thing that comes to your mind, or you can if it is one of the things that are engrafted into your heart. But I want you to really think about, over your life, what is a small thing? And I don't want it to be, it doesn't have to be something big. Oh, God moved for me to get a house, which if he did, then that's great. That's good. Like, still glory to God. But the small things, y'all. Like, let's just take a moment to thank him and glorify him for the small but powerful and intentional things that he has done. And I believe that if we do that, it will encourage others in this community, because you never know where a person is. They may just need to know and remember that God is watching, that God does see them, and that God does hear them. Because again, even in my mess, I was not living for him. He did small intentional things like that because I called on him.